Hello and welcome to another episode of Flight Penguin Plays Monster Train. I'm running the Umbra and the Hellhorned. We are at a 0 win streak. Didn't do so hot in the last game, but we have won as this group before, and we're going to have Covenant 2 on. The main reason that I picked this combination is I really want to make it out of Covenant 2, and so I think this combination is pretty strong, and I think they're the most fun to pair with the Umbra. We got Making of a Morsel, we've got Vent, and we've got Void Binding to start. And so we're going to start with the champion. I'm not really certain yet which upgrade of the champion is stronger. I think Trample might be better for the beginning part of the game, and Gorge might be better for the long run, so I'm actually going to take Gorge. Let's see what we get on the next one. So Mind Jacks, I think I had that in a Hell Rush game before. It's interesting. It definitely makes the middle floor your kind of like your kill chamber. And you can put something there like an Overgorger or something. I think that removing buff effects is just strong in general, and if it's plus 50%, I really like these plus 50% artifacts. I don't want to take spikes on the first one, especially because I don't think 75 coins is worth it. We're also not very strong as the Gorger. I don't really think that our deck is super strong. Or sorry, not as the Gorger, as the Umbra. I don't really think that we're incredibly strong. The only card that we have that I think is really any good is the Mining Morsels. And so we're going to throw those out there as quick as possible. We'll put one up here. We'll get you nice and big. And then I guess we'll just go ahead and feed you a little bit more. So because he gorges so much, he's going to be rather large. We'll torch that. Pretty easy decision. We could also torch the healing on this unit as well, or do 6 damage to everybody. Could take that. I could take 6 damage there. I also could just torch you. Now this fight's not a big deal. And then we vent out this floor. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So having the 2 vents in our deck, I usually don't draw those whenever I get the chance, or I usually don't select those when I get the chance. But I think we're going to have to pick them, or have to use them, just because of the way that this run is going. Damage Shield 2, Rage 6, Ember Drain 3. Are we really worried about this guy making it up there? Not really. He's going to die. Actually, if we torch him, he'll only do 3 damage instead of doing 2 hits. And then if we Void Binding our main guy, Rage 6 is pretty nice. So let's end the turn. I don't think we're going to have any mana on the next run. No, we will have 1 mana because we ate one of our small morsels. So hopefully we can kill him before this guy even gets up there. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it with what we've got. We really just need 10 more damage. So if we kill him, and then yeah, there we go. So sometimes all you have to do is slightly adjust it, which is rather nice. I've recorded quite a few games today, and I have not had the best luck. So we're hoping that this is going to be kind of the one that ends all of those. Hornbreak is solid, the piercing damage is really good, and Molten Imps. I wish you could eat imps. That'd be kind of interesting if you could make them into morsels, but alas you cannot. So I'm gonna do Hornbreak for the piercing damage just to go through some armor, and then maybe we can take an armor trial as well. So I'd like an Umbra unit, something that scales preferably, and we did not get that. We did get the Morsel Maker though, which I think is pretty strong. The Morsel Master might be stronger just because we have this Miner card. I think it might be slightly stronger in this scenario. But the Maker is going to let us kind of scale forever, and then the Master is only going to give us 2 of them. How big are these guys? They're +5, +5. And then how big are yours? +3, +3. I think Morsel Master is a little bit better, just because of the current situation. And if we upgrade something with Endless, no, not particularly. I'd almost like to double it. Maybe give it a little bit more attack so that it's not just taking up an empty slot. I think I'm going to do that actually. Let's give it Battlestone. We'll make it at least decent to have on the floor. And then I don't want it eating, so I don't really want it to be the tank in front. If I purge right now, I could purge a Torch, and then I could purge a Train Steward. Yeah, okay, this is good. So that was a bit of a power spike. That was actually kind of nice. Very cool. And so this non-boss enemy units get +4 damage. Because we're going to be fighting... I think this is fine. I think this is fine. So we're going to turn that on, actually. We're going to risk it a little bit. But I think this is going to end up being worth it. And we do have Vent to take out a lot of these support units. So I'm not super worried about. So for example, Piercing is perfect against this shield unit. We just knock him out right off the bat. And then if we throw you down and then Morsel Master behind you. Yeah, this is going to work. We'll give you some damage shield. We'll give you some rage. And then honestly, I'm just going to play a Drain Steward to get it out of my hand. Since the only 2 good cards that I have are on the first floor. I don't actually have the ability to play any of these. And it looks like we're going to kill her with the unit, but we're going to take some damage from spikes. I think that's kind of fine. Yeah, so we did take some spikes damage that was a little unfortunate. Him having Ember Drain still is a bit rough. We probably shouldn't have used Ember Drain so early, because now I can't use Making of a Morsel. So actually that card is really only best right in front of a... Oh, here we go. So if we do this, we kill her. Now we have 2 Ember. So we can throw the Morsel card down here, and that's going to duplicate it. Ah, yeah. Okay, so that's a good play. That was a good play. I almost hit next turn. I almost did it. That would have been foolish. So we're definitely going to end the turn on Void Binding. We could Vent to kill a couple of units, but we're not going to kill the Spikes unit. I would like to kill her to knock out the Torch. I think it might be better to have him eat than it is to... that's the worst possible unit we could have grabbed. And then we're going to a damage shield, and now we make it out. Okay, so that worked out. I also noticed there was a patch today that made it so that the game speed is now a permanent pick. There really weren't any balance updates. It was mostly just a bug fix patch. But I think that Packed Morsels will do as well. I also think that Anti-Umbra Assault will do as well. But at least this consumes. So we're going to go with that. We really could use maybe one more unit that gorges. That would be pretty nice if we could get a unit draw after this. I'm actually kind of content with my cards. I don't really want to boost up anymore. So I would really like to have another unit that scales damage with I would like to have another unit that scales damage with the Gorge or with the Eats, with the Morsels, but I don't think the Demon Fiend is going to be it just because he costs too much mana, so I'm going to skip that as well. So we took that trial, we could have got an extra unit, and I skipped all of them. And I know that may be not exactly the most positive way of doing that, but I think it's going to work out better in the end than getting something that isn't really going to fit the strategy. Steelworker might be good as a last resort. We can kind of throw him up at the top and then let him just collect a bunch of armor. Applying double stack, is that worth it? Does this spell get better with that much double stack? It does give 24 damage now, but it basically just eliminates like 6 turns of Ember, which I think might be a little bit too much. If I could make a Morsel cheaper, these guys are a little too expensive for me, and then maybe we make Piercing on this, or Mind Collapse, one of the two. Or Vent, to be honest. Vent damage towards everybody is actually kind of nice. I think we do Vent, and then maybe we try to pull one of the Vents out of our deck whenever we get the chance. I'm going to go here, and then we'll move on to Daedalus. Do you throw something in? So purge a card, gain a card? I think I'd like to purge a Torch. Unless it scales based on how nice the card is we throw in. Maybe it scales on like the rarity of whatever card it is we toss in there. Because if that's the case, then I kind of want to throw in this Vent. I think I do that. I think we toss that in and then hope that the rarity is affected by it. So yes, so now we can gain a random rare card. I don't know what we would have gained otherwise, but at least we learned something. So what card was this? So vent was common. Actually, no, vent is just as common as torch now that I look at it. So that was actually kind of a bad move. But that's fine. I'm going to take a rare Umbra card. Kindle. What do you do? So if I consume, I gain 2 times the amount of mana that I have. Interesting. Okay, so basically once per battle, I can have twice the mana for this turn, or for that hand. That's kind of interesting. I mean, there's really no negative effect to it, other than there might be some turns where you just don't want that much mana, but it might also counteract the Ember Drain a little bit. So some of these guys lost their special thing whenever they jumped in. The Constructed Explosive actually lost its... Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. The Clergyman lost his Rage. I was hoping that maybe we got away with something, but I actually don't want to set up down here just yet, because it looks like they are going to be a little spooky with the damage they deal. So I'm going to throw you there, throw the Steelworker up top, and then we're just going to duplicate whatever the card gives us. Okay, and that way we dodge some of the basic attacks that they were throwing out there. So as of right now, I will lifesteal enough to not have to worry about how much damage they've done. It also would be kind of nice just to torch some of these guys. A Morsel Miner, I definitely want to play this so that I can get 2 of them. So if I pierce one of you, let's pierce the one that has more damage, and then that'll be fine. Okay, so not a bad start. Not a bad start. We're gonna stay our health. I would like to knock out this explosive. Vent would actually be good on the middle floor as well. Let's see. So let's knock out the explosive. Let's use Vent, but we could just use it when there's 1 mana. So I'm going to do that. I don't want to play Void Binding just yet. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to Vent this whole floor. Oh, I could have played Vent for 0 mana. I forgot that I had upgraded it to have +10. Yeah, so it would have done 0 + 10 damage. That's actually something good we have to keep in mind. So Mind Collapse should be good to play whenever we have 1 mana left. We could Kindle. I'm going to think this through. So uncommon or rare? I would like to throw the rarest one up there. Morse Jeweler, I can't fit. I would be able to gain a lot of Ember if I did this, which I don't know that I want to use it yet. Playing him now would be fine. I also could Mind Collapse her. I probably should do that, to be completely honest. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to stack another Morsel Miner. I'm going to give it to you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you a couple of things. You're going to get a bunch of morsels. We're going to throw a Train Steward down here, because these guys don't scare me with their 1/1/1/1. So they all lost their Rage from the Cleansing Water. That's actually really nice. And then we're going to take off... No, so we're going to double our mana. We're going to take that off. Oh, that was a terrible move. I did that very wrong. That's fine. I was thinking that I could hit both of those units for some reason. I was thinking I could redo the mine, but that was not the case. So, not the best move, but whatever. I would like to... No, we're not quite at Void Binding yet. I think I'm going to hold off on Void Binding. I will do this to keep my guy alive. So he's going to do 18 damage. If I can get you down, I cannot do enough damage to kill this disciple. I could find I need to find a way to heal you, because we gain health from gorging. So that's just going to negate the health of these guys. And then I also should probably take out this torch so that my Train Steward doesn't die. And then I'll take you out so that you don't jump floors. Okay, this is working. This works fine. I was just curious if I could apply that to an enemy. So we took a little bit of pyre health, but I think we're fine. We are now relentless, by the way. So we really want to get this on the second floor. I would like to do some damage to you. That's only 6 damage. If I throw this Train Steward back here, it's gonna deal 1 extra hit of damage. We can vent. Could vent either of you, really? Let's do that. And then this isn't going to do any damage anyway. So it would have been nice if my Penumbra would have had a little bit more health. 35 really isn't that much. Although we are going to kill him this turn, I do believe. And there it is. Okay, so I was a little worried about it. We don't even have to use the Steelworker after all. So we're just going to keep it on super ultra frowny face speed to sprint through this a little bit. Return consumed morsel units to your hand. Interesting. I also think trample is really good to apply. I don't really care so much about armor. This consumed morsel units card is very interesting because we're gonna gain a ton of morsels this way. I think Wretch is rather good. I think I'm gonna go with that. And then maybe we try. Dang it! I really want an Umbra card. We have such a morsel like heavy thing going. Another Morsel Master might not be a bad idea, but we could just duplicate the one we have also for a little bit more value. So I'm gonna skip here as well. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're just gonna play it out. Light of Seraph. I think drawing is stronger than any of them. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. Alright, this is what I want. I want the Umbra unit, I want to purge. Although an artifact is nice, I'd be wasting the health. So I would like an Umbra unit. I am okay with this, with Alloyed Construct. Because I think you can give him enough fuel fairly easily. He's no Overgorger, but he is solid as a unit. So I think we drop the Torch. If we really need to like selectively kill units, we can use Mind Collapse, we can use Vent, and then I think we drop Train Steward. And we will duplicate our Morsel Master, and we'll try to put him behind the construct. And I know we don't have 2 upgrades on him, so it wasn't the most efficient way of doing it, but it is pretty good. And then if we allow him to increase the floor size by 2, so it'd be him with 3, Morsel Master with 1, so now we'll have 4, and then we have room for 2 more groups. Yeah, I think that's a better way to do it. So we can actually duplicate 1 more morsel with that upgrade, which I think is rather nice. 15 armor for 150 coins. I will not take that. I think I'm just going to hold off on that. We're going to play the safe route a little bit. So you are really strong when I can have you backed up by a Morsel Master. I wish I could kill these guys, but I really don't know how I'm going to. Don't really know. So if I have you up top, I'm going to play you this turn. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's actually inert, I think. Yeah, because he has no fuel. And then we're just going to chill. I would like to have played the Master up there as well, but we're just going to have to wait. So I will feed up. I'm going to Mind Collapse somebody. Steelworker actually would go nicely up here, but I kind of want to play the Morsel Master there. So we're going to play the Steelworker here. We're going to consume this, give you some fuel, and some health back. Do I Mind Collapse to get rid of her? I think that's the play. But I will Mind Collapse after I only have 1 mana left. So let's give you that, and then we will also play you there. So now we have 4. So that's what I was talking about. Because he gives +2 space capacity, we actually made this floor really, really efficient. So that's very nice. And then we haven't actually eaten any yet. I will cast 1 mana. I will put it there, and then I will cast Mind Collapse on you. No, I did that wrong. I wanted to cast it on the marksman. I forgot about it. That's fine. Totally messed that up, but that's okay. Our construct is going to be nice and large. I don't really need to play Wretch. We haven't eaten any yet, but doesn't do anything to play it, so... Yeah, we would have taken 6 less damage if I just would have not, if I would have killed the assassin instead. So now he's fueled up and ready to go. We can also gain a little bit of damage from a train steward. We're basically fine on Ember. We could gain 6 and then use that to vent out or something, but like honestly we're gonna kill him. I'm not really worried about this enemy. And I'm gonna Hornbreak you. I would like to double as many mana, or double as many as I can just to get the value out of them. I don't think we use our Kindle yet. I think we just do this to knock him out, and then we just sleep on it. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I want to play the miner down low. I would like to torch you. I would also like to play the master up top. Oh, we have enough mana to do almost all of those things. So we're going to torch you. We are going to throw the miner down low for the maximum value. Shade Splitter, we could toss either down low or up high. Let's play the last Shade Splitter and just see what we get. Yeah, I would much rather you get the damage and then you get the health. Or you get the fuel, rather. And then we'll just end our turn. Okay, so now we have our respite. We are guaranteed to kill you. We could do some piercing damage. We could also just duplicate a few morsels. I think the morsels might be the better thing to do here. We're going to duplicate the bottom floor. And Shade Splitter you. Keep you fueled up. And Hornbreak you. I think this works. I think this works out. I don't really want to apply the damage shield rage Ember. Actually, no, I do, because this is the last fight before the boss battle. So he just got massive. That should actually win us this fight. We should be fine now. Yeah, we've already won. So I'm curious to see what Wretch does, by the way. So return consume morsel units to your hand. So I played it, and we just got all of them. Maybe not all of them, because I think we've consumed more than that. But we definitely just got quite a few. Very cool. Okay. I wish that I had an Overgorger. An Overgorger would do a world of good. But we're just going to end our turn. Very cool. So the Umbra, I think, can be incredibly strong. You really have to find the right combos and be cohesive. I am not necessarily the best person to be dishing out advice on them. I've won with them once on no Covenant ranks, which is not that hard as far as the grand scheme of things goes. Not exactly some sort of elite monster train guru. So I would like to upgrade my units. I would also like to get a few torches and things like that out of my deck. How many spells do I have? Like, should I be upgrading spells instead? I also should probably get some of these Shade Splitters out. But they to me, they hold a little bit more value than torches. Actually, a lot more value than torches. Maybe I try to upgrade Feast and Wretch to see what we can make them do. No, we're going to go this way. I want the special effect, or the special card. We'll just see what comes out of it. Usually this is the more interesting choice anyway, in my opinion. Okay, so we have the Purge cards. So this, actually, no, I think this is new. A Penance Yard comes into view. A truly terrible sight. Dead Hellborn from across the 9 rings of hell are strung up as atonement just for existing. At the base of these awful contraptions are some familiar blights, but peeking through you can see something of value underneath the rubble. What pile do you inspect further? So here, playing a blight card deals 100 damage, and we get 3 of them. Here, friendly units get +1 attack for every blight card in your deck. Interesting. That might be fine because we're actually going to be giving damage to our morsels. When you play your first blight card, restore 5 pyre health. That seems much better to me. Especially in the end fights. When you... Oh, but 100 damage though. There are some fights that you really want to have some sort of blight like synergy for. And unlike most times, we're not actually going to get these calcified embers back, so they're not going to turn into anything good. I think we go with this, and we just use these cards as basically 1 mana for 5 pyre health, which is not amazing, but it's going to be good in some of the later rounds whenever we're given purge cards that we absolutely want to use. I'm going to purge out a Shade Splitter and a Trained Steward. And then we're going to maybe upgrade the Steel Biter a little bit. Quick. Or Steel Worker, not Biter. We also could make this guy quick, which 25 times 2 quick is no joke. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Rage 7, Rage 7, Rage 7. So it'll give you 14 extra damage per turn. I don't know about that. So he'll be super strong when he comes out, but he'll be just the same when he leaves. Is there something better? Another multi-strike would be amazing. Or a little bit extra damage. Actually, no, I'd rather take the consistent damage. I don't think that I want Rage. I will reroll, though. Another multi-strike. That's exactly what I want. So, perfect. So now he does 75 damage a turn. I will upgrade the Steelworker just to make him a major tank. And then I don't really care about damage shield times 2. I don't think that that's amazing, especially not for 20 gold. Well, 20 gold, for 20 gold is probably worth it, but I don't think that it's worth the slot, is maybe a better way to word my thoughts on it. Okay, so they lost their stealth immediately, which is kind of nice. We also could just gain 5 fire health right off the bat. I think I'm definitely going to play the Penumbra. We're going to play the Morsel Master. I'm going to vent these guys with 0 mana. So we're going to use that. We're going to Packed Morsels. Let's see how many of them we can copy. So we'll copy you, and then we'll just vent everybody. And then we can't really copy anybody else, so I'm just going to hold on to him, actually. He'll pop up eventually. Alright, we should probably torch or Mind Collapse this Loot Fairy. We don't really have that many cards. I'm going to stick him up there so that he can start building some armor. We don't have any morsels, actually, now that I look at it. What do you get? You get something when a unit dies. So it'd actually be best to not feed this turn to keep him kind of in check. Is there anything good that comes from doing this? Not particularly, because I don't want to play you. I don't really care about, I guess, like Torch, whatever. I don't really care about that. This isn't going to do anything, and I don't particularly want to play this turn. So this is kind of a wasted turn. That was a little unfortunate. But at least we're going to be... Yeah, at least we're going to be, like, you know, set up for something good. If I had Vent, that would be nice. I could Pierce you. I might Morsel Master on the second floor. And then I will Hornbreak you to get rid of your stealth. And now we'll cast this and we heal up 5, but we're going to lose 1. 1. Yeah, that's fine. Totally okay with that. And I'm also okay with this Morsel Master taking a little bit of damage because I'm going to put the Construct in front of him, or the Construct in front of him. And we will put you not on this floor because he harvests. We'll put him there instead. I would like the mana, to be completely honest, especially so I could try to save him. I'm not going to be able to save him. Our Penumbra is probably going to die unless I could throw a morsel in front of him. So I think what I do, let's retch and see how many we get. We get 2 morsels. So we're going to use them as like meat shields in this scenario. And then we're going to give those to you. And I don't really need the big one because I can't really use it. I could only put him up here. The tank is going to deal a lot of damage. He's probably going to get, 93? So he's probably going to get quite a bit of damage off. But that's fine. He'll get 15 damage off. We do have a way to heal our Pyre now. Okay. You are a big... Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't need any love. And he has enough fuel, which is good. I also could Mind Collapse on you to gain some Ember, which I might do. I'm going to Shade Splitter. I really need him to stay healthy, which it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do. If I could Void Binding you, I'm going to Void Binding you at the end of the turn. Actually, I'll just do it now. Might as well. We will Vent. We will Vengeful Spire. Let's Vengeful Shard. Let's Mind Collapse. And then let's Vent. I think that was a good combo. Okay, and now you should be nice and big. He is going to die relatively quickly. He's going to die in 3 hits, I believe. Actually, 1 hit, nearly, because of these guys. If I had extra Vent cards, that would have been fantastic. I can trigger feeding this turn, though. So I think what we do is we... Okay, so we throw these guys out there. We throw these guys out there. And then we trigger Eating, which is going to heal you up plenty. And then now we have at least something to work with. And then we'll Vengeful Shard, and at least now we have 270 damage coming out. Which I think is much better than nothing. If I can find a way to fuel this guy up, that would be fantastic. It looks like I'm going to be able to. So if I do use that, we'll throw you in there. We will Kindle, Consume. Now we have 4 mana to work with. We'll Torch one of you. We'll Hornbreak one of you. And then we will toss the Miner in the back. Oh no, he's going to sweep. So he's going to kill all these enemies without me being able to eat them, and I'm not going to gain any fuel. Oh, not good. Not good. Not good. Feast would have been fantastic on this turn. That's really annoying. Alright, man. Miner, Steelworker, it is all you, dude. Yeah, so my big bad boy didn't do any damage that turn. Very annoying, very frustrating. How much can I do? So actually playing Morsels is kind of worthless because he's just going to sweep them all away anyway. So it might be best to put you... No, you'll die on the first hit because you're only 8 health. Wow, this sweep enemy is brutal. So we're going to take 2 damage, but that's fine. This is rough. I don't know if we're going to make it out. We did make it out, but it was very close. 71 damage taken. Alright, so we're... This is a little touchy. Little touchy. Grovel. Apply 1 damage shield to... and add 2 uncommon or rare morsel units to your hand. I don't know why it costs 2 mana. I guess because it's... I'm not really certain, but I think I'm just going to take Cannibalize. And then if we could do... I don't really care about imps. We can't eat them, so... And we don't really have any imp cards so far, so I don't really want any of those, to be honest. Not a great combo with what we got going on. Forge units. This guy... No. We don't really need that much unit forging. We do need the Pyre health. We could use an artifact as well. Who are we fighting? We're fighting Fel. Fel's not too bad. I think Daedalus is the worst, and then or not the worst, but one of the worst. And then the enemy that we just fought, definitely miserable because of the sweep. So Pyre health might be good for us, and then we can dump Torch, and possibly I think one of these is just too many. I think, or Train Steward. Toss the Train Steward out. I think we toss the Train Steward out. And then we try to use those Purge cards to heal up our Spire. So, upgrading unit with 25, we could make you nice and big. We also could give you Multi-Strike, which might be fine, because you're going to be in the front of a row anyway, so now with Multi-Strike, at least if you're eating cards, they're actually worth something on you, so we're gonna give you that. And I don't know that I really need to worry about anything else. I mean, we could just kind of upgrade one of these guys in the back, but it's just supplemental damage at that point. And now we'll fight Fel. So this isn't too bad of a run. I think we're putting something together here. We've got a shot. We know how we can heal up. We know how we can do a little bit more damage by getting some of these Penumbra cards built up. I wish that he was a little bit tankier. I might have done better off by building some tank on him. Or maybe I stick him up somewhere near the top. Man, Vent would have been nice here, wouldn't it? So you have Rage, so I actually am kind of okay with just skipping this entire first floor on this one. We're going to throw that there. We're going to throw you there. Put you there. And then there's really nothing to sacrifice, and there's nothing to kindle, so I think I'm just going to play, or just end. And we can feast this turn. We also can do our allied construct. He has to be standing in front to gain any fuel at all, because he has to be eating. If we feast on this turn, we should get something really nice out of him. So if we play a Morsel Master, we play this guy, then we play this guy, and then we play, no, where do I want it? Where do I want you? I want you there. Make him big and beefy. Oh, he's going to die this turn. Are you kidding me? So that only affects 1/4. Let's keep him alive by using the damage shields, and then we will keep him fed up so that he has fuel, so that he can actually play this turn. And now we'll end. So we did sacrifice quite a bit of our next turn for this turn. And he's going to die again. Okay. That's annoying. So let's return morsels to my hand. Maybe we can use these guys as damage shields. And we'll put you there to keep you going. I would have liked to have Horn Break you, but I just can't. If I put a morsel unit in front of Penumbra and he doesn't die, do they get eaten? Like if I put him there, does he get eaten? I don't know the answer to that, but I think I'm just going to give it to you. And then I should have been playing my Vengeful Shards, but that's fine. So we're going to take 2 damage. And that worked out. Maybe I should drop this down a little bit. Okay, so we have 25 health. We need to be careful of that. We need to play the Vengeful Shards. I have 2 of them in my hand, so this is a turn where I should actually do what I'm saying we should do. I want to keep you alive as well. And I have a lot of X cards. Man, the X plus whatever would have been really nice to have. So if we play this first, we're going to gain a couple mana. Oh, I should have used this first actually, but that's fine. If we kill a unit with this, no, there's no units we could kill with it. The only unit we could maybe deal some damage to is him. So we're going to heal 5. I think we just heal up. I think we just completely heal up on this turn. Yeah. And then this does 10 damage to everybody just for being around. So, all right. Well, it's not the best turn, but I think we're still suffering a little bit from that turn where we had to save ourselves with the Ember Drain. It would be nice to get you fueled up again, because he hasn't had fuel for a little bit. Oh, he has 1 fuel left over. So, Wretch, give me a bunch of units. Throw him down there. Throw this guy there. Throw you. No. Yes. Throw you there. We're going to sacrifice this guy. Okay, now we have something going on. So if we heal you, oh, we can't. If we heal you and then get your damage up, we can feast on one of these floors. I think I will feast here. And then multiply you again. And then we'll play Vengeful Shard. I think that worked out. I think so. We are going to kill this Clip Guardian. And then everybody else is just going to like pile on to Fell. If I gave you damage shield, he would survive quite a bit through this turn. And I like that a little bit more. Oh, he had Quick. I didn't need to do that. He's going to keep his damage shield at least. I forgot he had Quick. Yeah, because he has quick and rage, he's not a super big target for this. I am going to get a bunch of wretches, though. And he's not going to die. So if I throw you there, let's get your health up as well. I want the magmas behind him whenever I can. And so now we're getting like the really good morsels, because we're not really using shade splitters to get them, we're using other cards to produce them, so like making of a morsel and wretch and some other things. So that's actually a little bit nicer, I think. So you're gonna punch him, so you're gonna kill these 2 units. If I could kill you, which I do not have the ability to do, so it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say then Fell would take a lot more damage, but we're not quite there yet. So we're going to heal you up as much as we can, get some value out of that, and then we'll throw magma there. Okay. We are getting a lot of card draw, which is nice. And we are getting a lot of the morsels out on the table. Hey, we just unlocked the remnant. I just saw the little pop-up. And we got a Steam achievement. Very cool. How much fuel do you have? You have 3 fuel. I think we need to fuel you up a little bit more. I would also like to heal. So we'll throw you there. Get some fuel on you. Don't really have much else I can do. Yeah, I think we're just gonna fuel ahead of time. And there's really nothing else to do on this, so we're just gonna chill. This is an interesting way of building, because you're playing with Ember like negatively so much more often than we normally would. We are going to hit for 750 damage. For some reason, it feels like we can probably do better than that. So if we retch, we have a lot of these guys. Okay. Let's give you the best, and then let's give you... No, can't do any more. Let's give you the damage. We'll give you the health. And then give you the life steal as well. And then we'll cast our Vengeful Shard to heal up a little bit. I could sacrifice one of these guys. Sacrifice you. And then I actually can't play one. Ah, that's a bummer. Okay, so heal, heal. We cannot play any more of these. Wow, we actually hit our limit on morsels. That's fantastic. That looks good. This looks really good. We're not going to be able to make it out on the first floor because we're only going to do 10,000 or 1,000, but I think our penumbra is definitely just going to knock them dead. So very cool. All right, so that was a really good start, and then we're just going to kill him. I'm going to heal first. Is there anything else I should be doing? Not really. We'll just feast and then end it out. So very cool. All right, well, we made it through Fell, and we healed up a little bit on our Spire as well, I think. And we're going to get a rare card back. There they are, the Melting Remnant. Recruit the melting remains of the waxen arches. Melting souls and greedy thugs band together to reclaim hell. Very cool. I need to go through and read more of the lore. I turned on the lore tooltips on the left-hand side, but I haven't used too many of them, so I need to kind of check that out a little bit. I think this Consume, Apply, Trample is going to be super good whenever we start getting much larger, and it's going to be good against the final unit. Where we're doing a little bit of damage against the flying boss every turn. Trample's gonna kind of help us out there. So I'm actually considering Ember because it's going to let me use the Ember Drain a little bit more fervently. And we're already drawing a lot. Our 4s are already pretty big. I think I'm gonna go Ember. Yeah, it's maybe not the strongest of the 3, but I think that it's good in this situation. We'll find out. This is a pretty strong run so far. I feel pretty good. Pyre health is nice. Upgrading spells is good. We do have quite a few spells we could upgrade. I don't think there's any like super OP cards that we should be duplicating. If we duplicate Allied Construct, we're not going to be able to feed both of them. If we duplicate Morsel Master, we've already got 2. Maybe like Wretch or Steelworker, we like have like 2 of those guys up top or something. No, I think we go this way. We get the Pyre health. We look to see what special we can find. Special card. Please be something good. And I think it's the Pyre Health for Gold one, which I wish I would have looked in the store first. So I will lose a little bit. I don't think that I have that much to spare, especially whenever it comes to the fact that we are going to fight one of the bigger enemies next. I don't know who it is, to be honest. Gain Holdover. Holdover can be fantastic. Holdover Wretch. Holdover Feast. I don't think we can go wrong here. No, I think we can go wrong here. And I think we do Wretch. Wretch is going to give us... No, because Feast is going to allow us to front end our morsel damage every single time. We're gonna do Feast. If we can hold over Wretch, that'd be fantastic as well, because then we could just keep using that combo. So I think I might actually just re-roll and see if we can get holdover again. We did not. I know it's pretty rare, but we can knock down the cost on making of a morsel or the Umbra Stone as well. This is pretty good, being cheap. This is pretty good, being cheap. We're gonna go with that, and then we're gonna upgrade the spell power to make it 15, because it needs to kind of scale a little bit to keep with the times, I think, or to keep with the level that we're on. So I like what you got going on, but I want you to get a little bit tankier. So will you get tankier more if I do this, or should I just straight up give you 5 health? You're gonna eat a lot more than 2 times or 3 times in a round. So I think Glutton is better. I think this is better, because he's one of our main sources of damage right now. He's definitely a frontliner. Spell Shield 2. Spell Shield 2. So I don't kill that many units with Spell Shield, but I also, like, 400 coins is a lot. That's a lot. It basically just makes Hornbreak worthless, Vent worthless. That's it. That's it. I'm fine with this. Completely fine. Bring it on. 400 coins. If we make our way out of this, we're going to be super strong. Incredibly strong with this combo here. Okay, so you have Ember Drain, or you apply Ember Drain, rather. So I would like to get him in front, and I'm going to put you behind to supplement the damage a little bit. We're going to heal our Pyre, put the Morsel Master on the 2nd floor, and then dinner's ready. Oh, he had Sweep. Sweep is going to be brutal to play against. So I'm actually really glad that we hold over that Feast card, because Sweep is just a nightmare. So Allied Construct in front, but we need to feed him first, which is the unfortunate part. We don't have any mana as well, so we do Mind Collapse. No. I probably should kill you so that I don't die. Or so that my champion doesn't die, rather. I need to stop thinking of it as like a main character and just start thinking of it as like a character. Alright, I would like to get you big and healthy. I would like to get you some fuel. Do that as well. I think this is fine. We're gonna lose out on the 100 gold, which I know is a lot, especially because we're dealing with Spell Shield ×2 just to get 400 gold, but I think this is going to be worth it in the long run. Okay, so Steelworker goes top, just pretty much in general. He's going to do 20 damage, which is fine. That means that our Pyre is only going to take 1 hit. He's a little bit more scary, and then this bottom floor is actually not so bad at all. I really should cast Vengeful Spire, but I think this is too good. I think we really just need to scale right now. So we're going to scale you up. Oh, he has Sweep. Sweep is so frustrating. You know what? You're going to live. You're going to make it, little buddy. And because he's going to get eaten, I'm not going to see the effects of Ember Drain. This might work. I think I'm not going to see the effects of Ember Drain. So he'll sweep, and then he still gets eaten, and then because he got eaten, I don't get Ember Drained. Which I do get Ember Drained by all the other enemies, so I mean it kind of plays out in the end anyway. But the point is, so now we have Holdover. We need to keep playing this. We also have Wretch, which is huge. So this combo is going to be really nice. We can't kill you because of Vent, so we're going to go Wretch. We're going to put 2 of them down here. We're going to heal you up a little bit more. Feasting here will be good. I would rather feast on this floor where he has sweep and he's going to basically get rid of everything, actually. So we will do that. I also could just give you a damage shield and maybe give you some extra damage. Vengeful Shard, and then we're going to feast on this floor. So he eats, now he's fueled up, and now we don't have to worry about his sweep anymore. That worked out really nicely. Okay, very cool. I think we're onto something here. And then they don't have damage shields anymore, so we're just gonna do that. Yeah. Okay. He punches so hard. Oh, he's so good. Yeah, those good little morsels. Yummy. Alright, what can we do? Does the piercing damage pierce spell shields? Because that means we can just knock him out. Or we're probably going to knock him out anyway, because 25, 25, 25, and then that. So if we can just boost your damage just a little bit, you'll be in a good spot. So let's just boost you up just a little bitty bit. And we're going to feast on this floor. And so now you have 35 times 35, so he will punch twice. He's going to kill him. Hornbreak will kill you right off the bat, and then we won't have to worry about... Yeah, let's do that. That's max value out of that, I think. And then we're going to feed you up. Alright, very good. Very good. We're not going to kill this unit, but he doesn't deal much damage to the Pyre after all, so... So I really like this combo, because it's like we have 2 floors to feed. We have 2 mouths to feed, right? We got 2 mouths to feed. And then we have the Steelworker who's just kind of like self-sustaining. And he bops him on the way out. He's the bop. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're going to... I wish we had any units to sacrifice, but we really don't. We didn't draw any morsels, which is unfortunate. We also didn't draw any like cards that would spawn morsels. So if I play this on you right now, you're going to gain Damage Shield, Rage, and Ember Drain. I think that's good. I'm also going to Feast so that I have it in my hand next turn. He lost a Fuel. I think that's fine. He still has 2 Fuel. I really need to play both of those guys to heal up. We're dealing 533 damage. So he gets triggered when he's damaged, which means that this guy is going to scale him up much stronger. So I think what I do... Oh, I can't cannibalize any units, and I can't feed either. Wow, we really can't do much, can we? That's funny, I also could Mind Collapse a morsel to kind of like make something happen, but we just didn't draw anything good. So this was a very unfortunate hand. I'm going to play Feast just to keep it in my hand next turn, and then we're just going to have to hope that we deal enough damage with our construct over here. And we're also going to have to keep him fueled up, so we have to get something to apply morsels. We have 1 fuel right now. If we play this, now we have 2 fuel. We can feast it. We can also... Trample really won't do anything, so that's not worth playing. This isn't worth playing. This is worth playing. The feast is worth playing. The problem is that he just doesn't have enough fuel to do all the damage he needs to do. Yeah, he just doesn't, and I don't have enough damage, so that's really unfortunate that I didn't fuel him up a little bit more. So he's gonna get 2 hits off, and then he died, and then now it's up to the top 4. So he did a lot of damage, but he just didn't have enough. Alright, so I'm going to retch to start. We're going to boost you up as much as we can. We're going to get you as big as possible. Those two guys are the strongest. I think applying the damage shield to you will be good at the end of the turn. I would also like to throw another damage shield on you. And then I will feast. So you're going to definitely eat all those. And then we're going to do it again. So give me some morsels. Give me the damage shield one. Give me... Let's see what we get from this. We get another one that does damage. We get another one that does damage. We are souping this boy up so much in the last fight. That's hilarious. And then void binding on you. I almost put it on the bad guy. That would have been very frustrating. Oh, we did it! That's amazing. That's amazing. That was so tight. That was so close. We made it out by the skin. Alright, you want to watch them punch each other real fast? And then Steelworker does it. So that's why we kept this guy. Trial bonus too. We got the 400 gold. I forgot about our spoils. 400 gold's going to be really nice. Not worried about Gem Trove. Not really worried about +1 capacity. I think our capacity is actually kind of fine. Oh no, +1 capacity could be really good because we could use it on the Morsel Master floor with the other guy, so he could duplicate more. Yeah, let's grab that. And then also not going to be worrying about imps. Going to be completely honest with you. I'm really not using that many cards from the Hellhorned pack. Most of our stuff is coming from the Umbra. So duplicating cards except champions. Do we have anyone we want to duplicate? I still don't want to duplicate a construct. I don't think that we have enough morsels to kind of make it go around. I do think that we could be cool duplicating a Steelworker, because they're both just going to scale so well up in the top row by themselves. I think we do that. I think we duplicate a Steelworker, and then we just plant both those boys up in the top and let them camp together and feed them whenever we feel like it, but we don't really have to, you know? And then we can just pump all of our morsels onto the bottom floor. We also are going to be able to forge some spells, which I think is a little bit more powerful than units because we don't have that many unit slots left open. Yeah, the only unit slot we have left open is really just this one Morsel Master slot, so I've kind of talked myself into it. So let's go this way. Let's toss 2 cards. What could we toss? Could toss a Shade Splitter. We also could toss a Vengeful Shard. We're high enough up now that I don't think that we need them anymore. Yes. We're going to toss another Shade Splitter. Or a Shade Splitter. I want to see what trinkets I can get first, to see if there's anything that might break a unit or whatever. Magic power is not that big of a deal on our current deck. As good as it is, I don't think it's that big of a deal on our current deck. Gaining a lot of Ember because we're summoning a lot of units could be good. I mean, this is essentially just going to remove all of our Ember problems, right? But it's 200 gold, and I think I would almost rather just see what else we can get, which I'm going to do. Your Pyre gets 40 health. How crucial is that? Not very. We are not going to have that many opportunities to upgrade anymore because we're on the 8th circle, so I'm actually not thinking that that's that big of a deal. Can we even use these? We can. We can make this free. No, let's just make both of these cost 1. That's better than having a 0 and a 2, I think. 20 plus magic power and consume might be good for Vent. Might not be good for Vent. I'm not really certain. Permafrost on Cannibalize? No. Permafrost on... What should we be holding Permafrost for? So that we can use it whenever we need to. Let's Permafrost Void Binding, and then we will only use it when the boss comes. I like that idea. So that we make sure that we have it in that time. Because that's like when we really want to make sure we use it. Upgrade a spell with 20 magic power and consume. I don't think I want to do that. I'm actually going to go back to the other shop. I know I keep flipping back and forth. This is a long buy. I don't really think this is worth it. We're on the last circle. This could be interesting, could really help us set up, but like for 225, is it really worth it? We've already bought our reroll though, unfortunately. How many cards do we have to purge? Not that many, right? Vengeful Shards, maybe. Umbra Stone has not been that great for us. We just haven't had a time to cast it. Shade Splitter could go away. I want to keep everything else pretty much. I also could throw I can't throw the Dead Way down, I guess. I'm going to do +7 on the first turn of battle, so that we can get ahead of it and we can get everything set up nice and neat for the first try. And then I'm going to duplicate my Steelworker unit instead of anything else, because I think the 2 Steelworkers up at the top is going to be really nice for just kind of scaling into the end there. Okay, very cool. Onward we go. This should be the end of it. Or nearly the end. Seraph, let's go. I guess I probably should have just cast whatever money I had left into the fire. Should have found a way to use it somehow, but if we make it out, then we can just use that 95 gold to sprinkle on Seraph's corpse. Alright, so we have a ton of mana. We have 11 mana, and we have Vent, which is cool, because we can just use that to clear out floors. I would like to put you here. I would like to Morsel Master behind you. We're going to play these. Damage Shield is nice. That is also nice. Gain 3 times the damage, so I want to use this at the bottom of the floor, not at the... I want to use this at the, like at the bottom of my mana pool, not like at the beginning of my mana pool. Crucible extension, I'm going to make the middle floor a little bit bigger, just because I eventually will probably put something there. We're going to put you there. We're going to Mind Collapse on top of you. This is going to work. This is going to work. Mind Collapse you. Vent the bottom floor. Look at that. Look at those 500 IQ plays. And then our Morsel actually did damage to Seraph. Very nice. Oh no, he has Harvest bonuses. He has bonuses from Harvest. What did we just give him? We just gave him like 60 armor. Oops. Allied Construct, Morsel Master. And then we're going to throw the Miner down here. Beef you up real nice. I should have played the Vengeful, but it's fine. And then maybe I can play a couple more. Yeah, there we go. Just put you down there. And maybe you there. Yeah, we'll give you some stuff. Alright, this is turning out well. Our 2 really big damage units, though, are going to take quite a bit of damage at the end of this turn. It would have been nice if I was able to give them... Oh no, we lost all those cards to that... We lost all of those cards to the sweep. That was very frustrating. I think I might give him Damage Shield, just because I'm scared for him. I don't want to lose him, and I really don't want him to die. Putting Trample on him would be sick too. Well, we only have 2 mana, so we have to pick our battles. We're not going to be able to do everything we want to do, which is unfortunate. Damage Shield 2. So he'll tank a hit from him, and then die. If I put Damage Shield on you, he'll tank a hit from him, and then die. So I think what I do is I actually give up the idea of these guys staying alive, and we just go Steelworker time. It's Steelworker time. We're totally changing our strat, and we're doing it to not let these units die. I really don't want these 2 guys to die. So, which is unfortunate, because he'll actually have to die before the fuel works. This might have been a bad move. This might have been a bad move. Maybe I could sacrifice him if I really needed to or something. But Hornbreak, Piercing, we can kill you. And then we can just play... Oh, we don't have the ability to play that. Oh, this is very frustrating. This whole thing. This whole floor is frustrating. Yeah. Okay. So, I gave him half of that armor, and then he used it to hurt me. I made you what you are. Alright, so he's finally gonna die, which is fine. I do have an opportunity to feast here. I also have an opportunity to cannibalize, which I could cannibalize like this guy. There's so many things I could do here. There's way too many options on this floor, so I don't want to use this. I do think that this is a bad move because he will... I'm starting to see something. Hold on. So if we... This should be at the end. Okay. We definitely morsel miner to fuel you up. We cannibalize this guy. We heal this unit up because he's going to die. We give one of these units... No, we use feast down here. That's what I was planning on doing. He has enough fuel. We use this on him so he stays alive. We're going to give you the feast. I could have put down a damage shield. He's just going to punch through everything, which is beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're fantastic. That's what I want. Now we have 2 more mana to play with. We could put them down here, but they're just going to get swept because he does 2 damage. So we're just going to cast this. And honestly, let's give you lifesteal so that maybe the next time you punch, you kill something and you heal up. Yes, that is exactly what I want. And we'll end our turn. This is gonna go crazy. So he just got buffed out of his mind. And now he's going to lifesteal against all 3 of these units. Well, he only has 1 lifesteal, but he'll lifesteal against this guy at least. Wretch is free. Which one has lifesteal? That one has lifesteal. We're gonna make him feast, by the way. We're going to give this for the burn treatment. So that's free, so let's just do it. Now he's going to live. I'm gonna put you there to keep him alive 1 turn longer. We'll put you... Which one do I want to give you? I want to give you this. And then I can't play anything else. And we're just going to feast on the middle, so he gets everything back. And now he's going to lifesteal 3 times. Or, yeah, he has 3 lifesteal. 1, 2, 3, I think. Or 1, 2, 3. I'm not really sure. Oh, no, he's going to hit this guy twice. That's it. Trample would have been nice, actually. Trample, that probably would have been the right turn for Trample. I have Quick, so we're not going to have to worry about the sweep, which is fantastic, because that means I can just stick these guys here. Okay, so he just punches his way through everything, and then he eats everything, fuels up. This guy heals, and then now he eats. This is working, and I don't understand it. I think that is the definition of how an Umbra deck works. I have no idea what's going on, but it's working, so please don't question it. Okay, I don't want both of these guys to die. I really don't. So I'm going to morsel and feast. Maybe Hornbreak one of you. Definitely Hornbreak one of you. So that now this unit's going to be the one healing. Ah, yeah. Okay, so now this unit's the one healing instead of our Steelworker, which I think is a little bit better because he gorges himself. Play Vengeful Shard and then Magma Morsel. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play you and then you. So he feasts. And then we don't have to worry about Crucible Extension. And he's going to go up and attack, but that's fine, I think. Yeah. Okay. So this kind of worked out really nicely. Died. If we could get a health morsel, Ember Drain, -1. How much fuel do you have? You have 13 fuel, so I'm not worried about him at all. Vent down here would be good as well. We can do that for free at the end of the turn, as long as we remember it. I will give you 10. I will put the jeweler there as well. We're gonna feast up, eat up my boy. Okay, and then we can play the Vengeful Shard. I don't have anything I want to cannibalize. He's just gonna punch his way through this floor, and then we're gonna vent. And now it's easy pickings. Okay, this is so good. This is so good. They do so much damage. 74 times 3. Like, are you kidding me? Alright, and this is the final turn. We're not going to even hit him. What do you mean? Yeah, we don't have quick or anything on this floor, do we? So let's try to make that not the case. How can we punch our way through you? I don't know that we can. So I think maybe we just worry about stacking him as much as we can. Like that. If we damage shield you, you're gonna stay alive a little bit longer. And we might as well toss you down there and then feast. Just to get you big and strong now. Because he's gonna punch his way through, so I'm not really worried about him eating right now. We're gonna play that, and then we're gonna do Void Binding on you. Just to maybe keep you alive a little bit longer. That's not the case. That's not gonna happen. So you're gonna do damage. He's gonna hit back. No. 1, 2, 3. We're actually, oh, because Seraph has so much multi-hit. We're gonna lose because Seraph has so much multi-hit. So if there was a way for me to take out the Light Wings, I think he would have lived, because then he would have made it. But I didn't have an ability to. I didn't have any like a break or anything like that. So that's a little annoying. That we're gonna lose our Penumbra on that, but I understand it. I understand why. We're only gonna do 386 damage to you. So how can we scoot our way out of this situation? We do have Wretch and Feast, which is fantastic. We need to apply Trample to him this turn, because that will kill all 3 of these units. Trample is better than Hornbreak, I think, in this scenario. So we're going to play Wretch. We're going to give you the good stuff. Lifesteal +1 is big as well. We're going to eat. Yes. Feast up, my boy. We're gonna give him another good stuff. We're gonna give him another good stuff. We're gonna apply Trample to you. And then we're gonna take out your first enemy with the most health. Oh, I should have used Crucible Extension, and then I could have feasted a little bit faster, but that's fine. Well, I still can. Here we go. Nope, that just brought it back up to normal. Okay. We are going to do 1,014 damage on this floor, and it's not enough. So I think we're going to lose to Seraph. Ever so slightly. That is so very sad, but at least we're going to watch it out. So, punch. So let's just eat up right now, and then we'll watch the punches. He takes 3 hits, he punches 3 times, he takes 3 hits. Yeah, he just couldn't make it out. The multi-hit Seraph is just really good. I have a lot of morsels and literally nothing I can do with them. So they're all just gonna have to eat each other. Here you go, guys. Seraph, I present to you my offering. GG Seraph. Good stuff, good stuff. We went out valiantly, I think. This was a good run. I had a good time. I don't think that I understand quite what we did wrong. Maybe if we had had a little bit of a tankier unit in the front, maybe the 2 rail biters, or the 2 rail units in the middle and the bottom is what kind of messed us up. We probably could have found our way out of it. We did unlock a few more Umbra cards, but for now, I think that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. I am Play Penguin, and I play Monster Train nearly every day. and we are going to work our way through the Covenant levels. So if you're interested in this kind of content, please leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate all the same. We'll see you in the next one.